How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Back in April, we got an announcement that we were going to be getting a new scary movie being made by Miramax. However, we really haven't heard any word on that project until now. As we're getting close to the end of the spooky season, it has officially been confirmed that the Wayans brothers are going to be coming back to the scary movie franchise after 18 years, with Marlon Wayans posting a picture of himself with a ghost face right behind him, hoping that we get to see the return of a parody Ghostface in Scary Movie 6. Now, this has me excited for a good amount of reasons. One is the fact that Scary Movie 1 and 2 to me are my childhood classics. These are movies that are made for adults, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people saw these movies when they were younger and considered them a childhood classic. That's exactly how I picture these movies. They are a part of my childhood, even though a lot of the jokes went right over my head at the age of 8. I still consider them classics. I think they're still pretty funny. I really enjoy 1 and 2 to one extent or another, but I've never seen Scary Movie 3. 4 is forgettable, and 5 is just one that I want to be able to forget. So having them back on board after they were kicked off the series and after Scary Movie 2, I'm really hoping that we're able to get to the early days of Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2. I'm hoping that they're able to really bring in a little bit more of the jokes, but at the same time, I'm really hoping that they're able to push the jokes a little bit further, because I feel like that is the one thing that is missing from comedies nowadays. The fact that there are some people that are offended by just about the smallest thing that you can possibly say. And I feel like comedic talents behind the cameras and in front of the cameras are afraid to push the comedy really hard. And I feel like a lot of executives are probably afraid that the humor and the jokes are going to be pushed to the limit, to the fact that it's going to offend one side. And all I have to say to that is fuck that noise, because comedy is subjective to anybody. Comedy is supposed to make you laugh, but at the same time, it's supposed to push the jokes a little bit further. We had people offended when they announced that they were going to be doing No Hard Feelings, and they saw the age gap between the guy that plays Jennifer Lawrence's opposite. There was one side that was really offended that they would even make a movie like this, because if the roles were reversed, then there would have been a bigger issue. And to me, I feel like you can push the humor to a certain extent. There are some lines that some people may not want to cross. There are some lines for me personally that I definitely don't want them to cross. But for me personally, anything is fair game when it comes down to the comedy side. Everything is going to offend one person from one extent to another. So on that side, I'm really hoping that they're able to push the jokes a little bit further, and they're not afraid to go full balls to the walls when it comes to the jokes. On the other side, that has me a little bit worried when it comes down to this announcement is the fact that even though Marlon Wayans has been dipping his toe in the parody genre for a while, when it came down to Dance Flick, the 50 Shades of Black, and the two Haunted House movies, they're not on the same quality as the first two Scary Movie films. Dance Flick and A Haunted House are two of my guilty pleasure comedies that I really enjoy, and I'll pop it on every once in a while. But when it came down to 50 Shades of Black, and when it came down to Sextuplet that Marlon Wayans did on Netflix, I don't want him to go on that route. And the thing that has me really worried that he might go to that route is the fact that we have Rick Alvarez writing this film with him. He wrote the first two Haunted House movies, 50 Shades of Black, Sextuplet, Neglected, basically any recent Marlon Wayans project. He's been attached to those projects. Really hoping that we're able to get a little bit more of the Wayans brothers style in here, and maybe have Rick sprinkle here and there where you can tell that it was written by him. The fact that we have the Wayans brothers on board with this project, they're returning to the franchise after 18 years, has me a little bit more excited than it actually did when they first announced the project. So I'm really hoping that they're able to push the jokes. I'm really hoping that they're able to find some decent horror films that they're able to parody. And I'm really hoping, the biggest thing that I'm really hoping for this project is that we get to the glory days of Scary Movie 1 and 2 and bring those memories back. And that way we're able to push the franchise a little bit further if they so choose to. But at the same time, please make it funny. That's all I'm asking. That is my number one rule when it comes to comedy. You can do the most batshit things that will piss off a lot of people, but if you make me laugh everything else can be forgiven. And I'm just really excited that they're going to be boarding those projects. I'm really hoping that we're able to get the Wayans brothers touch. But those are my thoughts on the Wayans brothers coming back to the Scary Movie franchise. What are your guys' thoughts? Does this get you a little bit more excited, or is this just one that you just don't care about anymore? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys for the next video.